Hey, what's up guys? My name is 𝐰𝐚𝐭𝐜𝐡. Today in this video, I will be teaching you how to network and the importance of networking. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, make sure you take the time to subscribe to the channel. In this channel, I talk about how to start an online business, work from home, and start making money from online. Also, I talk about certain skill sets that you need to be successful in the entrepreneurship journey. Okay, all right. Before wasting any further time, let's dive in. So what is networking or networking events? Basically, as an entrepreneur, you need to meet people. You need to go out, meet new people, build relationships, make friends, make connections. I mean, this is just part of the game. If you are an entrepreneur, this is one of the important things that you need to be successful in your entrepreneurship journey. You have to go out and meet people, and you have to go and make new friends. And the best place to do this is in the networking events. So that's why it's very important for you to go to networking events and meet really cool people. There are so many networking events. It depends on the city or the country that you live in. I mean, there are a few websites, and there's an app called Meetup, and you can download that app. I'm not associated with that app. I'm not sponsored by that app, or I'm not in any way or sort, promoting the app. It's just that I think it's a useful app. It's a very useful tool. I've been using it, and I think you can take advantage of it. There is, depending on the country that you live in, there is networking groups depending on your niche and your expertise. You can go ahead in that app and meet new people and go to different networking events. You might be asking, why should I go to networking events? Like I said before, as a business owner, you need to meet people. You need to meet new people. You need to meet people who have experience. You need to meet people who've been through what you're going through right now. Not only you learn from their experience, but you also share your experience. You exchange information and you make connections, and you build relationships. That's the whole point of networking. Some people think that networking just, I'm going there to sell my business, and I'll just take a bunch of my business cards, go to networking events, and just give it out. No, that's not the right approach. You don't want to make it about you. You just don't want to ask people. You just don't want to promote your business. You don't want to do that. That's not really an effective way of taking advantage of networking events. Networking events is very beneficial for you because you will be using other people's skills, experience, and other people's expertise. And that's why going to networking events on a regular basis is very crucial for your business growth and for your entrepreneurship journey. So where does networking events take place? I mean, this depends. Networking events usually, basically it's just a bunch of people meeting, exchanging informations, and giving each other value. So that's what it is. So the meeting itself can take place in Starbucks, sometimes in any restaurants, sometimes it can take place in conference rooms of a hotel or any other place with a big space. And sometimes it can be a restaurant like Chili's or Applebee's. It just depends on the size of the networking group. So, I mean, networking events is not really for anybody. Certain people don't feel comfortable going to networking events. I mean, if you are one of those people and you want to succeed in your entrepreneurship journey, this is one of the skills that you need to adapt and learn. You have to learn how to go out, meet people, introduce yourself, say hi to strangers. This is a learnable skill, so it's not really too complicated. You just have to learn how to be comfortable around other people. If you're not comfortable, I mean, that's not really the worst thing that can happen to you. It doesn't matter how bad of an introvert you are, still that's one skill that you can learn and adapt and use it in your advantage. In certain situations, you just have to learn how to get out of your comfort zone. Because if you just lock yourself in a comfort zone, in a box, you're not going to see much, and you're not going to learn much, and you're not going to experience life in a better way. In other words, if being successful is your goal, so you have to learn all the skills you need to become successful. You have to learn how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. If you're not comfortable doing certain things, you just have to learn how to be comfortable not being comfortable. That sounds kind of complicated, but my point is, do the things you don't want to do. Learn the skills you don't want to learn. Go out and meet people. Learn, take the proper training. There's so many different training of communication, and how to meet people and how to meet strangers and how to go out and say hi to people you don't know and things like that. So that's why you need to learn these skills for you to be able to take advantage of networking events. A perfect example is Elon Musk, the Tesla owner. He was very uncomfortable in public speaking. If you look at some of his early interviews in YouTube, you can see that he was a little bit nervous, and he used to stutter, and he used to say a lot of he wasn't really effective communicator, which is fine. But as long as you keep trying and you educate yourself and you constantly taking the proper training and you're growing, don't worry about it, as long as you're making progress. So my point is, you have to learn how to approach people. If you don't feel comfortable approaching people, I probably mentioned this, you just have to learn how to approach people. If you're not really comfortable approaching people, you probably will have difficult time growing your business. You will really struggle as an entrepreneur if you cannot approach strangers, meet new people, if you cannot network, if you cannot make connections, if you cannot make friends, then you will have really difficult time. So before going to any networking events, you have to have a goal in mind. Okay? Write down a goal. And before you go into any networking event, write down what you want to accomplish. Usually what I do is, I say to myself, I'm going to make at least 3 or 4 new friends. That's my goal. I'm not going there to sell them my business. I'm not going there just to, basically promote my business. I'm going there to make friends, to meet cool people, basically, meet nice people. It doesn't all have to be about business. It doesn't have to be about your business or my business or stuff like that, So that's my goal. Most of the time when I go to networking events, it depends what kind of networking event it is, but usually I go with the intention of making few friends. Okay, so now you are at the networking event. You are there. What are you gonna do right now? You don't want to be that awkward guy who stands in the corner by himself or by herself and just being on their phone. You don't want to be awkward like that. It's just not professional. It doesn't present you well, and it just will look really weird. Avoid doing that. Instead, what you need to do is approach people. You don't want to break a conversation between a group of people or few people who are talking. If that's the only option you have, it's okay to approach them. Say, hey, how you doing? My name is Zakaria Shoble. Ask them, what brings you here? Why did you come to this networking event? See what they have to say. Ask them, what are they passionate about? Why do they get up every single morning? What moves them? What makes them get up every single morning and do the things they like to do? Try to ask them about their hobbies. What do they do for fun? And ask them on their free time, what do they like to do? Do they like to spend time with family, co-workers, clients, just kind of relax? What places they like to go. Get to know the person. It doesn't have to be about business. Business will come later, not at the beginning. Don't worry about business at the beginning. Get to know the person. You are meeting a human being. You are meeting a person, somebody who's really special, with set of skills and experience, and who has hobbies and who like to enjoy life. Get to know them, get to know them and ask them what are they passionate about. So now you met somebody or a few people and you're talking to them and you're asking them few questions. Give them a chance to ask you a question. The conversation needs to go back and forth. You talk, ask a question, or maybe answer a question, give them a chance to talk. So don't just stand there and listen to what they have to say and you're not saying anything. That's kind of awkward. Also, just don't be the talkative guy who's just talking and talking and talking and talking, and you're not really giving them any chance to talk. You don't want to do that. That's kind of selfish. So give them chance to talk, and you go ahead, basically take turns. You talk for a few seconds, let them talk for a few seconds, exchange information and ask questions like that. So that way you're giving them a chance. After you ask them a few questions and you answer their questions, tell them it was nice to meet you, let me know if you need any help. Always offer to help them. This is one of the most important key points that a lot of people miss. They just go to networking events to basically, they want to make it about them. No, don't make it about you. No, that's not right. Offer help. See, what you can help them with. See what issues they have problem with. If you really can help them, try to connect them with somebody else who can help them, or try to provide resources who can they benefit from and take advantage of. So after you talk to the person for a few minutes, let them go and meet other people. Tell them it was nice meeting you, let me know if you need any help, and I'll see you around. Then you go and meet other people. Remember, one of the key points of going to networking events is for you to help others. Give advice, give tips, give resources. Try to help somebody else. Try to help other people with their problems. Basically help them solve their problems. And also when you get their business card or their contact information, keep it. Just don't take it and be like most of the people and they throw it away when they're leaving the building. You don't want to do that. Keep the contact information, because you have to follow up with that person. You have to start a new relationship with that person. Remember, don't ask for anything. Don't ask for business. Like I said before, you don't want to make it about you. Make it about them. Always give and give. Give advice, give tips, try to help them. Because once you do this, human beings are like automatically, they're obligated to help back or to give back after somebody helps them. Another important thing I really want to teach you when you go to networking event is that don't be negative. Avoid being negative. Don't talk about other people. Don't talk about how boring the event is. Just don't create negative energy. You don't want to do that, because if you talk about other people to somebody, then that person is going to know that you're going to be talking about them as well. Be positive and create positive energy, because negativity is not going to lead you anywhere. It will just help you fail over and over. Okay, so now we talked about a few points, So you are in the middle of networking right now, and you are meeting people, you are making connections, you are making friends. So when somebody is talking to you, make sure that your body language is consistent with what you're saying. For example, if somebody approached you and they're saying that, hey, how you doing? And you're like, I'm fine. You're saying I'm fine, but your body language is showing otherwise. You don't want to do that, So when somebody's approaching you or you're approaching somebody else, your body language has to speak for you. Your body language has to present you. Your body language has to be positive. Make eye contact. Smile, because when people smile, they are approachable, they are perceived to be nice, they are perceived to be humble, they are perceived to be kind, and people will like you when you smile. So whenever you are in these networking events, make sure your body language is not negative. If you're positive, which you need to be, you have to be positive, and your body language needs to be positive with you. When somebody is talking to you, make sure you tilt your head like this, because tilting your head is a sign that you are paying attention, is a sign that you are listening to that person. You don't want to come out as rude, you don't want to come out as unprofessional, because remember, you're here to help other people and you're here to make connections and make new friends. So you have to be really nice, you have to be helpful, and you have to be that person who they will remember after leaving the event. Also, another tip that I want to teach you when going to a networking event is you have to mirror the person you're talking to. How do you do that? For example, if the person is a soft talker, if they speak in a soft manner, you don't want to come out and yelling. You don't want to say, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Zakaria. What's going on?" You don't want to approach them like that. If they are talking to you in a soft manner, make sure you mirror that and talk to them exactly the way they're talking to you. That way it builds connection. They will connect with you and they will not, run away from you, basically. Another key point when going to a networking event is that you need to be yourself. Be yourself. You are who you are. Don't change yourself for anybody. Don't try to be somebody else you're not. You are who you are. Be yourself. Be genuine. Try to be comfortable. Don't be fake, because sometimes I see like people who are acting all fakey and they come across as really awkward and weird. Like, why are you talking like that? Or why are you behaving like that? Take a deep breath and be yourself, because if somebody is not accepting you for who you are, they won't accept you if you're faking yourself. Okay, now you are almost done with the networking event. You met few people, you collected few business cards. What are you going to do with them? Don't be like some of the people that I see, they go through the business cards. Oh, I don't need this business card, or this person is not helpful, or this person, whatever their business is not really compatible with mine, and they start going through the business cards and throw them away. You don't want to do that. Get all your business cards, and after you leave the event, go through each business card, and after that, email that person. Once you email them, try to help them. Try to give them educational content. Try to give them something that they will appreciate. I mean, it doesn't have to be materialistic things, but I'm talking about help them with their business. Help them solve their problem via email. Keep in touch. Help them, ask them, or just tell them, hey, Mike, I know that you are in real estate, for example, and I just came across this website that has, all these different features, and I came across this new app that you might find it helpful or beneficial. Take a look, help them. Provide them with content and educational material. Guess what? They will remember you. They will remember you and they will help you back. You're not helping them for them to help you back, but you're helping them to build that long-lasting relationship. One thing I forgot to mention you is that whenever you go to a networking event, be yourself. Be confident. Don't let rejection stop you, because if you approach people and they really don't want to talk to you, don't take it personal, because everybody's different. Not everybody's going to be really compatible with you. Not everybody's going to be friendly to you. Not everybody, will be really somebody who you're going to connect with. No, everybody's different. So that's why one of the skills that I talk about in my other video, I'll put it over here. I'll talk about rejection, and how to handle rejection, which is fine. As an entrepreneur, you need to learn how to handle rejection. This is one of the things that you need to learn. There's so many different skills that you have to learn, and this is just one of them. This is the end of this video, guys, and thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you got some value from this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave your comments below. If you didn't get any value from this video, also please you leave your comment. I will be reading all the comments or most of the comments and will be responding to you. All right, so if you really want to know all the skills that you need to become an entrepreneur, make sure you check out this video.